Good evening. I hope you find you well. I was going to say good morning. That's the way what you're sort of don't know what time of the day it is. But I sort of was up early this morning and how that is our second. So I hope you had a nice day. Let's talk after that. Sweetheart of Jesus, fount of love and mercy, today we come, thy blessing to implore. Oh, touch our hearts, so cold and so ungrateful, and make us love thee more and more each day. Sweetheart of Jesus, we implore. Oh, make us love thee more and more. Sweetheart of Jesus, make us pure and gentle, and teach us how to do thy blessed will, to follow close the print of thy dear footsteps. And when we fall, sweetheart, oh, love us still. Sweetheart of Jesus, we implore. Oh, make us love thee more and more. And we don't want to be falling too much. Sacred Heart of Jesus, we don't avoid that like the plague. We keep our best foot forward. That's the way it is. Best foot forward, full forwards. You want to know what the goal is. I have mother in soccer. They run around the pitch like jackasses. And they're cheering the crowd. And they mightn't even score a goal after the whole match. Be a scoreless draw. People paying money to see the like of that. Nothing worse than a really football match. That had never happened. The ball can go over the bar for a point and all the rest of it. That right, Blessed Mother. There's our Blessed Mother. Here we are today. I'm going to sing a little song, a little hymn. Hail, Queen of Heaven, the ocean star, guide of the wanderer here below. Thrown on life's surge, we claim thy care. Save us from peril and from woe. Mother of Christ, Star of the sea, pray for the wanderer, pray for me. O gentle, chaste, and spotless maid, we sinners make our prayers to thee. Remind thy Son, and that he has paid the price of our iniquity. Mother of Christ, Star of the sea, pray for the sinner, pray for me. Up there now, Blessed Mother. Another little song. I sing them same songs for a bit. And the fact of the matter is, I like them. And you don't hear them enough, do you? But you certainly hear them from yours truly. And I don't be sort of burying for this, that, and the other. I might sing a bit in Latin. I love the Ave Maria in Latin. And I love the Credo in Num, I believe in God, because you see, that's the way it was when I was growing up. I was an author boy and knew all this Latin. Pater Noster, the Our Father, qui es in caelis, who art in heaven. Oh, yes, sorry. And then it used to be Agnus Dei qui tollis peccatum mundi. In Latin. Everyone was in Latin. And you watch up, you rang the bell 3 times when the priest was at the consecration at the the bread. This is my body, and you rang it 3 times, and then you rang it 3 times when this is my blood which will be shed for you. And that was in Latin, of course. And so you rang the bell 3 times. It's all in Latin, but the sermon would be in English. So it would. And then you'd have a missal, so you could follow it in English as well. Everybody missal, and we didn't have much money, but we had missals. Poor. Father was a gardener, they weren't well paid. He had a bicycle, hopper, no light on it. Well, it wasn't like a dynamo. Like some of them had a 3-speed and they had a dynamo one and the light at the back. But no, you had to put a battery lad on it, and of course then you'd have to it'd go only last, and then it'd go kind of dim. And they often stopped people because it had no lights in the bicycles. It's very funny. They had the cones on, and then they'd have to go out to houses in the country for dogs. Have you a dog license? I think it was 5 shillings for a dog license. Maybe it was a half a crown. In those times now, people wouldn't know what that sort of money is because the lights are out. They're not told about these things. Half a crown. You got a half a crown from some relative. Because you were okay. You could go to the pictures for the evenings. There you are. So you could buy something like a bar of chocolate, munching away or a cookie or something. You could even go a middle, but you didn't want to be overdoing it. You don't want to hold on to it for a bit, get value. So these sort of ways was today. But today was a good day. I went to mass this morning in Thanksgiving for things that had happened. I generally don't go to mass in the vigil, but I went this morning, and the priest, the parish priest, is away or at a conference because I was trying to get a birthday card for my late wife. Her birthday is the 10th of June today. And I called on Monday, and I called some other time. So they say I called Monday between such a time up to 3 o'clock, but there was nobody there. And when I went into the sacristy this morning, the sacristan, Joe, she'll be in tomorrow. What's the use is that? It's the priest you want. And the priest that said Mass he's retired, and he steps in and he has a stick. So he wasn't able to give out Holy Communion. It was a lay person, lay lady. She often gives out Holy Communion. So she was busy because she was the only one doing it. And there's new cushions now that you can kneel, but I kneel, and not too many people kneel. They have their paw out, but I like to have it on the tongue. And so I went in the sacristy, and the priest was nice. He must have known whether he knows me or not. But I met a nice lady, Josephine, that follows me on the YouTube. How are you, Josephine? If you're watching, her husband is in the pharma business, and she was telling me her son is going to be an electrician. He's 3 years now, and he's passed the exams and all the rest of it. So he'll be. That's a very good trade. And being a plumber as well, but electrician is very good because they're always in demand. Well, you have Jim Heatherton here, he's an electrician, and he does when it comes to me, but he's very busy around. He does in Oldcastle. He's not going up to Dublin all the time doing work. He's here, and he's running off his feet 7 days a week practically. I said, Jim, you should sort of take it easy. All work and no play. They don't want to say play, rest, and that's the sort of chat to whoever is your wife and family and how are things, and say the rosary and things like that. So, Don't be just spend your time looking at the rubbishy television. I don't look at it. Uh, I'd be looking at it at the news in the news now on EWTN. That's the Catholic station established by Mother Angelica in 1981, and she had nothing. But poor Claire, none. But somebody did the foundation. Somebody else put up a building and done it free. And then she got it ticketed out, and she got ordinary people give donations, but that's in the United States. So, and even Father Mitch Packer, he has a program on a Thursday, and he finishes up and says, "Remember us in your gas bill, your phone bill, and this other bill, whatever it is, and we can pay our bills." So that's the way they operate, and mind you, they're very big now. They have stations in every country, or one in Limerick, and one in the six counties, and one in England. And unfortunately, we have an individual that comes on at the news time, and that Turley, or whatever his name is, something about a phone, and they have to turn it off straight away. Rubbish, because what's that got to do with that? And I don't know what he's coming here for. He always comes on the news, but there's a certain sound, and I then say, I turn it off. But I have to be careful that I don't miss some of the news now. The news is not as positive as I would like. Christian TV, or what we get going, there'll be none of the stuff that they're talking about. We try and get good news, because I remember one time some newspapers editor said, "Bad news sells papers." And I thought to myself, what's wrong with people that they want bad news? When you're going down the street, you don't want to meet somebody that's going to be giving you a load of bad news. You flip across the other side of the street as quick as you can if you happen to be misfortunate enough to meet one of them individuals. I don't know too many, thanks be to God. But suffice to say that the Darren Gibbons come with the good weather, the best day we had for a good bit. So he had already prepared the ground, and so put the concrete in. A concrete lorry come, and had a very good himself and his brother Parry. Oh, they finished it off great. So they didn't arrive just before 2, and then they were doing various things, and then this, and was able to back in, which normally wouldn't do, be able to do it in the ordinary houses. But I my gate, I'm wider, and he was able to back in, so he was putting it out, and then they were doing it. And then when he was finished, he was cleaning his lorry out there. He had some kind of fault in cleaning this thing. And Darren Gibbons, the man that did the job, he deals with him because he knows it for years, and he understands his requirements and that. And when you get somebody reliable, you stick with them, don't you? But anyways, it's done, and it looks very good. And so I told him to close the gate, but I went outside, put a lock on it, because I couldn't even put it into where I put it normally. So I'll have to do maybe a little bit of manoeuvring in the morning to sort of make sure I can open it, because I have to go up to Navan. I was telling him I hope it'll be kind of suitable there with the good weather, and it'll be dry tonight, and so hopefully it'll be dry. It won't be raining in the morning like it has been. And thanks be to God, today was grand. It was 17 degrees, so they were very warm, and I was warm myself. So that's good news that that's done. So I was out to say I put a lock on the gate, make sure nobody comes in. God, I couldn't even push the gate. Couldn't push the gate into where I put the latch in, and then that I could lock it. Sure, yeah, I couldn't open it. So I have some implements that to make sure that I can open it in the morning. Because I have to go to Navan, I'll be up there for an appointment at a quarter 25 past 12, but I want to do a few other chores as I'm up there. And so I'll have to leave here about 10. thereabouts, maybe 10:15 or 10. That means I can be up there and do the other chores I want to do, type of thing. So there you are. I hope everything's all right with everybody that's following me and that they're enjoyed the day. Maybe they were able to sit here to get a vitamin D. Well, I was out backwards and forwards, so I think I probably got a bit of vitamin D. I wasn't looking for it. I didn't sit out. But it was in and out like a fiddler's elbow, as the fella says. And dealing with this, that, and the other. So thanks be to God, it's that good. Yeah, and then I did my evening prayers outside after put down a bit of food for the birds. I didn't put it down round the corner where I normally put it there, and the small birds, and they're all enjoying themselves, having a bit here and that. I had to laugh at the little sparrows. I mean, they're left the nest, but they still go back to it. You see one fella, when he shoots up into it, he must like it must be their home. And another fella might be on the line ready to win, but this other fella is down here and he shoots up and in he goes. These are the offspring, and they're still want to be at home. But they were fed, we'd say the father and mother in the bird world. I used to see the scarce, and then there was two starlings feeding once as well. And they're gone. But starlings don't normally be around, like they fly together, don't they? And they're lovely. Sometimes you see them in going in a big crowd, and they're plenty companions, haven't they? The robin now is a little bit solitary in a different way, and he's running another robin for the food. I have to see that, so I'd have to put stuff here, there, and around the corner. But I did want to do around the corner with the concrete, with the new concrete, with the new drive. Saw people looking at it. They were walking past because they would have seen the way it was prepared. Of course, it was raining for the last 3 or 4 weeks, wasn't it? Today was the best day, so thanks be to God that Darren and his brother Party coming. Great workers. Great workers. So it's finished and it looks very well, and they finished it off. It's still great to see people doing a good job, isn't it? Lift your spirit, and I paid him, and none of this, and he was thanked me, because other ones mightn't be so reliable in that department. But I am, because I liked it when I was working, and I had to give, get paid from people, but I did. I was very lucky. But I choose wisely. Experience, that's what gives you that. You learn the hard way in the beginning. So bye now, and enjoy the rest of your evening. You probably might go out for a stroll because it's still nice. Yeah, I was very warm this evening myself. I had to leave off a vest because it was cool there some evenings. But goodness, I think it's warm, 17 degrees this evening. What is it now? Does it say anything here? Sometimes it does. Well, bye now and enjoy the rest of your evening.